Holy crap. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining.
Sorry.
I'm Jeremy Kitts.
Andy Ramsey.
We're here with and Adam, our assistant.
I'm over here in the shadows.
I'm
over here in my corner.
He produces this stuff.
He's got a face for radio.
That's what I've been told.
I know.
We are live here. We're going to pick a topic of the day. We do this every Friday. We get together, talk a little bit about fitness, health, mentality, mentality. Just whatever topic maybe comes to our head, or any questions that someone has that we just decide we're gonna answer or do our best or give our point of view or opinion, and that's all this is. We're not claiming to be
real quick. Be sure to jump on live, share the podcast, let everybody else know about it. Say hi, say what's up. We'll shout you out a little bit before we get started and rolling. It's gonna be a little shaky. We're on this little table thing.
Sorry, I did that all.
Yeah. I keep looking around. We have so many cameras right now. I'm a little out of sorts. But yeah, be sure to say hi.
Yeah, we shouldn't have went live on so many things. We're just trying to get out there. Yeah, definitely say, hey, what's up? We can see people join. I don't personally like calling people out unless they say hi, and then we'll welcome you to the show, because people accidentally stop on. And then, there's some of those people they're just going to wait till we're off air and they're going to creep in later. You can still say hi too and share it if you like it, or you can just keep creeping.
Creeping on. So today's topic, we're talking about surviving and going through adversity, which is something that we feel is very necessary for the sport that we're in. But then we've also found that going through life, it's necessary, and that there's a lot of people that doesn't know what's going on. What's going on, Matt? Matt did this sweet piece on me for DDP Yoga. And, oh, wait, no, that's the wrong Matt. Sorry. So I couldn't see his name. Matt Detillion, what's going on? Matt Detillion and I grew up together. Sorry. Anyways, so it's persevering through adversity, which is something that I feel like can it be taught? Can someone be taught to do that?
To be adverse?
No. To just keep moving forward through crappy stuff.
It's probably, I think it's more of a habit that you develop, and
it's more of like an inner strength
build.
Thing, I feel.
You think so? Do you think people are born with it?
The encouragement from other people helps, but in the end, you're the one that has to do it.
Yeah. So what makes one able to do so? I think it's just jiggling everywhere.
Don't worry, dude. For real.
Dude, I can't handle all these cameras.
All right, this is the one you guys need to look at. This one right here in front of me that's recording. All right,
that one right there.
This one.
Check yourself.
So in the MMA world, though, we're faced with adversity almost on a daily basis. So I think that's what kind of makes us more prone to have that suck it up mentality, because when we're training, things never go as planned anyhow, and we get bumped up and we get beat up, and we just kind of have to learn to drive through it. And it makes me wonder if that helps us persevere through life as well when bad shit happens to us. And it does. It's life. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. But there's also some people that stuff comes up and it's just like their whole world falls apart and they just can't handle. Do you think it's something that can be learned or taught? Or is it something that it's experience maybe? I don't know.
It's just forged through your life, I think, through the experiences that you've had, and all the small obstacles you've overcome and came out on the other side and shined through and realized that you could do it. I think that's part of what it is. The reason we got Holy Light bad is that camera is smudged up so bad right now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right. Totally. See, look, stop looking at all the cameras.
I'm looking at the one I'm supposed to look at. I think that's why it's getting all glared.
David Shepard on your feed, Andy.
Hey, what's going on, David?
Ask how you guys are doing.
Hey, we're doing great. I hope everything's healing well. I know that you had some knee problems. What's going on, buddy? I know you've had some knee problems. Oh my gosh, Jeremy, I got to edit that.
No, leave it in.
And it is much better. You're right.
What do I pay you for, Adam? God.
Not to clean your equipment. That's your garden.
But then we have people in here all the time that they just, no matter how many people are pushing them and how many people are behind them, they don't get it, or they don't rise to the occasion. And I think there are certain people in life that, and I've found that it's something that just comes out of them when shit gets hard or stuff gets crazy. They just rise to the top. And I'm trying to figure out how to put that in a bottle and sell it. It's really what this is really all about, and what we're really doing a focus group on is how do you put that in and move forward. What is it about people? Because we see fighters all the time that just crumble, and they're good fighters, or they're good, they're good in training or whatever it might be, but for some reason they can't move forward.
Yeah, it could be related to self-confidence as well, I think. If you're not self-confident enough to take the risk to face the adversity, because you know that you could lose or that the adversity could win, and you don't have that confidence to do it, then you'll never even know that you can overcome things, right? Or you'll never even try to do it.
Do you think that's something that happens to you when you're younger, though? Like maybe if you're in a bubble and you're just protected all the time and you're not allowed to experience like life or
like a participation trophy.
I was getting ready to say
something like that. Yeah, definitely. Like that's probably the stupidest thing ever. I understand that people don't want their feelings hurt, but that's why people will grow up with those issues of lack of self-confidence, or want to just, when they're faced with adversity, they want to just stop.
Right.
Now, is lack of self-confidence bad, or would overconfidence be worse because of the participation trophies?
Ooh.
Where would the overconfidence come from?
Everybody gets a trophy. I'm amazing at everything at all the time.
They know it's the loser's trophy. That's even more humiliating to those kids.
See, they all get the same trophy now.
I don't know though, but maybe
they don't even keep score.
They keep score.
They don't.
You tell me if you're a kid, you don't keep score in your head if you're in a game.
No.
What?
I didn't keep score.
I guarantee I would. Did. I'm gonna know if I
didn't want to be there.
Or uber competitive though in anything. Like it doesn't matter. Tic-tac-toe, MMA, it doesn't matter.
Because they didn't have participation trophies when I was a kid.
That's true.
We had to fight for it. We had to win it.
That's true. That's true. But and I coach soccer, and 9 times out of 10, like the coaches and parents care way more than the kids do about who wins and who loses, I think. Except for my kid. He's super competitive also, but like for the most part, I see in general that like kids don't really care. They just want to go out and play. But what kind of culture maybe is that producing people who can't overcome adversity or don't understand situations? Like, holy crap, we're down in points and I really have to dig deep to make this happen. Mm-hmm. Or is it just like a nonchalant thing where people are just kind of going through life, and when bad shit happens, it's like, oh no, what do I do now?
Right. They've never had to face it. They don't know.
So all in all, then, we're saying it is a learned behavior. Then
I don't know. Not to get political, but the government could be doing just the same thing as participation trophies, rewarding certain
groups.
I know. You're going deep, dude. I'm not against the systems at all. I'm not against any of that. But there are people that abuse that system, mm-hmm. and I can just see that a relation of like, I'm always entitled to something because I always got my participation.
That correlation.
The world owes them something.
But I don't want to get into any political things, and I'm not against public assistance at all, or whatever it's called.
Public
assistance.
Right
yeah, you're good.
All right. Just to make that clear, but
right.
But it seems like maybe a relation, or maybe those kids grow up like, I don't know. What is this even? Now we're talking about kids.
Well, no, we're just talking about persevering and why some people do and why
you're
some people don't.
You're the one who brought up participation trophies,
sure
all right?
Yeah, but I just realized that we didn't have time to think about this.
Wormholes, man, rabbit holes.
This is why we don't talk about it beforehand.
Yeah.
So we just dive right in.
So we dive in.
Dive in that wormhole.
Look at how much we have to talk about.
Which is a trait of self-confidence, I think. Or that's what life is. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows how it's going to turn out. You just have to like have confidence that you're going the right way and it's going to turn out okay. And you got to face challenges. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot of challenges, but you're going to overcome. And when you do, it's more rewarding. But just stepping up and facing is real important.
Maybe that's why a lot of times, you know, and I'm trying to think that society has put such a negative inclination on like failure and failure is so bad and you never want to fail. And my favorite thing to narc on is like failure's not an option. Absolutely it's an option. Like quitting's an option, failure's an option. It's the most readily options available to somebody.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But with that being said, though, failure also means you tried. And I think there's a difference between failing and not trying and failing and giving it your all. One of my favorite quotes is, courage comes after you do what you're afraid of. It doesn't come before. And I truly believe that 100%. So on the line of like lack of confidence, I mean, is it because we're as a society not giving people the opportunity to fail because we put such a negative inclination on it?
I think it's also one of those, after they fail, we say, all right, you don't have to do that anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I didn't think of that.
Allowing quitting.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to improve, we just let them, okay, well, you're not good at, you don't have to do it anymore.
Learning that you're not going to be perfect at everything and it's just, you got to try.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, or it's something that you care about, maybe working harder to get better at it and not just be, I don't know. Could possibly.
It's weird. It's kind of this weird dilemma, and it's a paradox where you're in and out and you don't know, because at the same time you're like, you know what, I do want my kid to try, I do want him to do his very best, but at the same time I don't want him to take himself too seriously.
You don't want them upset because they lost.
Yeah, right. And you don't want him to be a sore loser, but at the same time, like as a coach, like I get annoyed when my kids are like, oh, we're down 5 points, man, we're good, no worries. Like that bugs me because like I said, I hate losing at anything.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
notorious for throwing shoes on the sideline.
I'm glad I'm on the other side of the field when that happens.
But you know, so what makes us competitive and others not competitive? Like that's what I guess I'm trying to hone in on. Is like, why are we so competitive and others aren't? Passion. What elaborate?
You're passionate you're doing this, you're very passionate about it.
Okay, but if I'm playing you in tic-tac-toe, I'm still competitive.
Right.
It's
you
not
like
just
tic-tac-toe. I mean, I'm not. I don't.
I don't. I'm saying if I play you in checkers, you're not going to beat me if I play, or
or the board's going to get flipped or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you win because I'm going to flip it before you do.
Yeah, you and I have played hours upon hours of Magic the Gathering, and you've come close to being punched across the table many a time over a card game.
You're right.
Like, so what is it about me and that mentality that just makes me like crazy when I compete in anything?
I think it's like a drug of the winning.
So we're sore winners. No,
it's
sore
like,
winners and worse losers.
You're maybe addicted to that feeling of overcoming adversity.
Accomplishment.
Man,
like you were faced with a challenge and you overcame.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's the feeling. That feeling that your body produces probably some endorphins or that's dopamine that it gives you after that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. There's probably some science that backs it up, and that's the feeling you're addicted to. Just like someone who maybe smokes cigarettes, they're addicted to that feeling that nicotine gives them, or any other addiction. They're addicted to the way it makes you feel. So you're addicted to overcoming challenges.
So would it be possible for someone to create challenges in their own life so they can keep persevering and overcoming?
No, that's what you do. That's how you get somewhere in life. Is you take challenge. You face challenges and you take them on.
I was more.
You don't run from them.
I was more on the line of self-sabotage. Gary Vee talks about it all the time. How he could have way more money, but he subconsciously sabotages his deals so he can keep playing the game and keep making more money as an entrepreneur.
He loves the challenge. He loves the feeling of winning.
So then what happens if in our world where you become the very, very best? pound for pound, the very best.
Then you have to go and try ballet, and you got to become the best.
There
at
you
that.
go. Okay, I see what you're saying. So the challenges don't actually have to remain in the same thing. That was a ball, not Jeremy farting, by the way. So you instead of self-sabotage, then you just kind of move on. You have to move on to something else. Then
You just keep taking challenges. That's how. You prosper as a human being.
Yeah, that's tough though, especially in what we do, because it's like, and we talk about it all the time, is when's our last fight.
Okay, well here's another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's what
I was gonna say. If you are the best in MMA, you're the best in the world. Well, now you got to do it with your hands tied behind your back, and be the best in the world at beating people without their, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like, that would be the challenge that you put yourself into. Okay, I'm the best in the world at using all the rules that you're giving me. Okay, but now what if I have only one
So
arm
you
to
handicap
use?
yourself.
Yes. And then
self-sabotage.
which is how you get better anyhow. Like, you can do that through training and get better by doing that. Like, or if if I were gonna roll with you, Adam, you don't have any experience. I do this thing like, we'll hold a tennis ball. I have to hold a tennis ball maybe with both of my hands the whole time that we grapple. That way I don't get my grip to laugh at it. Go ahead.
No.
It works though, because I'm handicapped. I can't grab you.
Right.
Also builds a grip pump because you're holding that ball. And it gives you a better chance.
No, I was thinking of the other day when I was grappling with Gene, and I had my phone. I was trying to have a GoPro experience just with my cell phone and trying to grapple with it in my hand. It lasted all of 15 seconds.
The phone got knocked. Yeah.
The phone got knocked out. It went flying across the mat.
The ball's easier to grip, for sure. But yeah, doing things like that, just making it. You can always make it harder.
That's true. And we that's kind of like the combat fit mentality also, where it's modify, fake it till you make it. And there's always somewhere harder to go or somewhere easier to go, as far as that goes. But I'm trying to transfer into everyday people, and not that there's
some people don't.
Yeah, well, not that there's anything wrong with the 9 to 5, and don't get me wrong. That's just, when we've all talked about it on separate occasions. We do what we do because that 9 to 5 it feels very mundane to us, and it's we're in a cycle that we just don't want to keep doing the same cycle over and over again. And so why is it that some people are just like, I'm good here, and why we're just like maniacs, and we're always.
I think you just answered it. We're maniacs.
Okay, fair enough.
There's something wrong with us. We don't like the structure.
And that could be. That could be. Just as then if someone has their brain's a little wired off in like they're more docile or something. Where our brain's wired differently. We just operate differently. Maybe that maniac mindset.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say that we are wired differently. We're doing a podcast in a gym.
This is true.
So
hey, it's not so unlikely. It's actually a lot of people podcast from gyms.
Yeah, they usually don't have a 9 to 5.
We used to play. Yeah, it's true. Fair enough. We schedule this in an hour block between all the other craziness we're doing.
Exactly.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I like to find people who have challenges and people who create challenges. And my DDP yoga video launched, and it has a ton of views and stuff. So I'm getting to read the comments of these people who are like persevering for the first time in their life.
That's the best.
And right? And
just
so
giving people challenges and seeing them take them and overcoming it.
Right.
Like just doing it. That's the most rewarding type of people to be around.
I think so too. I think you draw those kind of people to you, and you go to those kind of people, or you should if you are in the same mindset where you just want to keep overcoming and challenging. But it's also neat of like what kind of world it opens up perception wise to someone who's never overcome shit in their life, or have never had to experience a hardship, and then all of a sudden they get through it. The matter of growing through it, not just going through it. I think that's the difference. People grow through stuff, and other people just go through it.
And some people just don't want nothing to do with it.
That's true. See, and those are the ones that that's what I'm really trying to hone in on, is like trying to get through to people.
Here's the thing. And if it weren't the society that we have today, the pacified society, those people won't survive.
Okay, you think so?
They would be weeded out immediately. Like if you can't, look at like a small physical challenge and want to overcome it. I don't know, maybe I'm going over the line, but you definitely, and before we're living the way we do now, you're not going to survive because you're not the type of person that wants to go out and overcome. Like, you got to work hard to get your food.
Right.
Maybe the circumstances would be different, and that there would be less of those type of people in that.
Yeah, I could see that. So do you think
society has made these people?
Do you think that we face adversity differently as far as like not so much physical, but do we face other adversities like social anxieties or social awkwardness or financial awkwardness?
Why were you looking at me when you were saying that?
Well, because buddy,
you're in
you're in this with us. Because I feel like I'm socially awkward because I have what I like to call verbal diarrhea, where I just say
water over here. Thanks.
I say stuff that perfect.
You.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, they totally too many cameras.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm the only one watching that one.
But do you think we handle we obviously, do we crumble in other forms of adversity because we're so used to being physically able to overcome, and then emotionally we're just stunted?
I can't speak for Jeremy. I can speak for us. Yes.
Yeah, that's
emotionally
right.
stunted. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I can see that though. It's just a different type of adversity, but again, that's how you grow as a person. You got to take on all adversity.
It's so crippling.
And you got to fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a lot.
See, but I think it has more to do with stuff that's like not in front of you. Because if like I have an adversity in front of me that I know I can overcome, I know I can physically get a hold of this thing and handle it. If it's some made up some bullshit,
bookwork.
You know where I'm going? It's like someone somewhere made this shit up and I have to deal with it now, and I can't physically overcome this because it's just made up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And that causes so much anxiety. I feel like I'm going on such a hard tangent right now.
I am more scared of like
taxes than
the thought of ghosts than like a 15-foot beast with 8 arms, or I'm more scared of like some type of an evil spirit than something that I have a fighting chance. Maybe.
Right. No.
I can't grab a ghost. What am I going to do?
We're going to come in one day and Jeremy's going to be plotting a ghost.
The air.
You record that.
Yes, I will.
You record that.
Before I try to help in any way. World star.
Wait.
But so yeah, I have major anxieties about like stuff that I guess I don't understand, or like how am I being held to social standards that are made up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you think we'd function perfectly in a different society than we are now, or
I think we'd function no matter where we're at.
We would adapt.
We're very adaptable.
Are we? I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm not even gonna act like I have this.
You seen any other animal on this earth live like we do?
That's true. It's these thumbs, man.
Okay, I guess we don't adapt. We adapt the environment
Speaking
to our
of thumbs,
whatever.
we started with, next
Derek
month we have a thumb wrestling class starting. So just keep posted on
Work
that.
on those thumb push-ups.
Yeah, be doing your
those thumb push-ups. I don't know. It's interesting, and it's like so. I feel like if I can overcome adversity in a cage where I'm locked in, and there's some behemoth trying to punch my lights out,
They're
and I
usually
can overcome
the same
that.
size, so you're a behemoth too. It's like a weight
I'm
class.
not. I told you I have reverse little man syndrome, or I think I'm smaller than I am. But for some reason, that checkbook scares the shit out of me, and I can't handle this checkbook. Like, what is my deal? So then, at the same time, like,
I don't think that's the same kind of adversity and challenge at all.
Yeah, one's made up.
Well, even if it were like, I think there's a difference between like a physical, like, okay, between you having to speak publicly in front of a bunch of people or fight somebody in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'd much rather head kick somebody.
Well, right, it's easier. That's what you do. So the other one would be more of a challenge to you, but it's not the same. Like, you don't want to embrace it and jump into it as likely because you're not familiar with it. It's unfamiliar territory and it's scary. So you're going to definitely jump into the challenges and face the ones you're comfortable with.
Right.
But it's still different, it seems like. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Still.
I feel like I'm way more stunted now that I'm down in this wormhole.
I feel like we should have brought in a psychologist before we did some talk like this.
Hey, I took like one semester.
Because it seems like this is a psychological problem.
Yeah, we need a team therapist for sure. If you're a therapist out there, we need a team therapist because I have.
Yeah. Shayla used to take Combat Fit. Maybe that's something she does.
Oh, thanks,
Pam.
Yeah, that's kind of, we've been working on our mission statement a lot. We've been thinking about it, and that's the biggest thing is overcoming adversity inspires people, and inspiring people makes better people, I think. And so our mission statement is going to have something to do with inspiring. That's what we do. We've seen so many lives changed for the better since people, the people that walk in and the people that walk out, they're better. And I think that even on your crappy side of training, you leave feeling better than you did when you walked in. I truly believe that. So yeah, I'm glad that other people can see our works. I like it.
Right on. All right, that's pretty.
Yeah,
20 minutes, something 27.
Yeah, we're shutting it down. And
beautiful.
We have March 18th, which will be the day after our next podcast. A free women's self-defense class.
Yeah, Todd Gregg.
April 9th, active shooter response seminar, Krav Maga.
We'll knock you down, but always help you back up. Nice, Derek. I like that. Is a good
Thanks,
one.
Derek. Put that on the list. Put it in the can, in the jar.
So yeah, active shooter. We also have the expo coming up March 18th.
Health, Safety, and Fitness Expo out at the Pickaway Ross. Center on Industrial Drive.
Yeah, come out and see us. Stop at our booth. Say hi. Jeremy's got a volleyball game tomorrow.
Yes, I got a volleyball game tournament. For cancer awareness.
Yeah.
Northwest High School.
All
day long.
We will be open for morning grappling though. We're gonna have some guys. We'll probably end up gonna do like maybe an open mat, or something.
10 o'clock. Combat Fit Level 2 Combat Fit at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Youth MMA at 9 a.m.
Yep.
Drop your kids off and get fit.
Be here. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next week with some more rambles and wormholes.
All right.
All right, later.
Love you guys.
Bye. Get out of here.